Weathered Earth's Extremes is a new six-part docuseries on the biggest weather trends and threats in North America. Host Maiya May here with a preview. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I mean, let's just talk a little bit about Hurricane Helene. This week, I think seeing that, this is really on the forefront that should be on everybody's minds and everyone should be talking about.
Yeah. I mean the impacts and the
Yeah.
videos, pictures that are coming out of North Carolina, obviously Florida, the Big Bend area. I mean, it's devastating. And we actually talk a lot about hurricanes in the show. We have an episode on climate migration, and it opens with me going to Florida and visiting the hurricane hunters and seeing their planes and how they fly into hurricanes and help us make forecasting better so people can be more prepared and know when to evacuate and have more time. And we talk about the fact that hurricanes are changing. And I want to be clear, like there's still more research that needs to be done to get a
Yeah.
full scope of what's happening with hurricanes, but we know they're rapidly intensifying. And that's what happened with Helene before it made landfall in Florida. So yeah, we talk a lot about the climate impacts, and we're seeing that happen like constantly.
Yeah.
Um, but also we talk about how we can solve climate change from a fundamental level, and also how we can adapt to the things that are already happening, like Hurricane Helene. So I think audiences are going to learn a lot and get a lot of useful information from the series.
Yeah, this is a longer format of Weathered Earth's Extremes. Tell us a little bit about some of the other topics that you're going to be covering.
Yeah, we talk about tipping points. That is like one of the main pieces of the show. This idea of negative tipping points, but this also idea of positive tipping points. That we are on this exponential growth for positive things that can help us solve the climate crisis, like electrification, like renewable energy. Yeah, we talk about heat. We have an episode on the water crisis, which is actually, I mean, heat. I think heat is one of my favorite episodes because it resonates the most with me because I'm from a very hot place. I live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But the water crisis is also a huge issue. And we talk about some cool ways that we can adapt, and some cool strategies with agriculture, because that's a huge water user. Yeah, I mean, we really talk a lot about various impacts, but also again how we can solve the climate crisis. Episode 5 is, and it's called Not Business as Usual. It's one of my favorites. It's like our main aha moment of the series, and it involves solutions. So yeah, it really is an exciting series. We talk about everything.
Yeah, and that was the thing too, is that I think sometimes in the Midwest we experience, I remember being a kid and growing up, and our summers were like 70, 80 degrees, and winters were, longer than you wanted them to be. And now every day is over 90. It feels almost like Las Vegas, and our winters are either very, very short or very, very extreme. So I think no matter where you are, like we're feeling the effects of what's happening with weather.
Yeah, things are changing. We built our infrastructure. We built human civilization with this idea of a stable climate in mind. So when these changes are happening, we're starting to feel the impacts of that on an exponential scale. And yeah, it's scary. Just 2 weeks ago, I was out. I was at a park, and it was just so hot, and two or three people passed out. We had to have ambulances come and help those people because it was just so hot. So I think a lot of people have the same experiences. And again, we talk a lot about the impacts, and I think a lot of people will resonate with that. But yeah, solutions are in there as well. It's just a very, very packed show. It's a show packed with a lot of information.
And a message here, maybe for the parents and all the kids that are getting interested in weather and maybe studying it in school, about watching the series, and why this is important for not just for their parents and themselves, but also future generations.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions, is that climate change is a issue for the future. And we're seeing that it's already impacting people in so many different ways. I actually got a chance last not last semester, that would be the summer semester, but spring of 2024, I got a chance to go to different high schools and talk to high school students about how climate change is going to be very present in their adult lives. And that was very rewarding. A lot of students came up to me afterwards, after the presentations, and it was like, wow, I didn't know how much of an issue this actually is, and how much it's going to affect my lives, or my life. But yeah,
And
this
then,
is a show for adults, but also I think this will be
yeah.
good information for the younger generation as well.
And then are all 6 episodes coming out on October 2nd, or is it going to be weekly as they're going to be coming out?
No, so you can stream all the episodes on October 2nd, on the PBS app, or pbs.org. We're also going to be showing some of the episodes on our YouTube channel as well.
Wonderful. Well, Maiya, thank you so much for your time today. And definitely go check out the series premiering on October 2nd. And as she said, on the PBS app, on the website, and as well as their YouTube channel.